Hello and welcome to another episode of Aware. I don't think we're going to change the name. It's football. You'll notice that I don't have a football shirt on at the moment, and that's because I didn't want to ruin the curls for the girls. Today we're going to do a fan cam reaction of the past fixtures from this weekend, and firstly, the hottest title race in Europe at the moment, Serie A. I watched the Napoli Inter game this past Saturday, and look, 5th-minute penalty. What I notice with these Serie A referees is that whenever they have an opportunity to actually go and view a decision on the pitch side monitor, they usually overturn their on-pitch decision. So I think they sort of, I'd like to say, bludgeoned in a way to actually make the call to say, okay, yes, it is a penalty. Yes, it is a red card. Look, the challenge on Osimhen was a penalty, I believed. So I'm glad that it was overturned. Look, Napoli could have gone 3-0 up in the first half. Zielinski hit a shot off the post. Insigne had a sort of acrobatic opportunity. I don't think you can really call it a clear-cut chance. But look, Napoli dominated the first half. Look, they should have actually wrapped up the game in that first half. Inter were a little bit sloppy, but they managed to fashion a few chances towards the end of the first half. Look, straight into the second half, Edin Dzeko put them 1-1 now, and it was a bit fortuitous the way the ball fell to him, but I mean, there's nothing fortuitous about that finish. Edin Dzeko still shows his quality, even after all these years. Look, it was really a welcome back for Koulibaly in the Napoli defense. I mean, they're probably glad to have him back from AFCON. You know, at least he won for his country, did his nation proud, and, you know, he's going to now push on for Scudetto success. And look, I think that AC Milan were the happiest out of that result from Saturday night. So, I mean, now they're gone clear, albeit they played a game more than Inter Milan. And yeah, Inter Milan now have Liverpool up. And that's the next game that I'm going to cover.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? John here for Aware. It's football. Back again with just another frustrated fan cam. What can I say, United fans? Just another repeat performance. Excellent first half, full with attacking intent. Great pressing, great off-the-ball movements, great counter-attacking football, and just overall quick movement of the ball and desire to win the game. If we were as clinical as we should be, probably could go up into the first half, just like midweek, 2-0, 3-0. But it wasn't meant to be, and once again, coming out of the tunnel for the second half, and an instant lack of concentration leads to a goal early. Awful defending from Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw once again. Luke Shaw playing the player on side in the end, just like he did midweek. And yeah, and it's just, I'm struggling to actually word my discontent for the club at the moment. I'm almost become desensitized to our results. I'm always going to tune in. It's almost like it's a toxic relationship at this stage. I can't help but tune in and watch my club that I've supported since the lighty play football, but I've become desensitized. When we concede goals in the moment, yes, I'm frustrated and irritated, but it doesn't last long, and I think that just speaks volumes of where we are at a club at the moment, and it's horrible. It's just awful to feel this way. And we're just not going to score regular goals on a regular basis to win games with the lack of fluidity we have going forward at the moment. Our off-the-ball movements just outside the box and just in midfield is just awful. Our deliveries into the box, our final balls, it's just not up to standard, and it's frustrating for players like Ronaldo who strive off finishing off chances that get put on a plate. And player performances just keep getting worse, if I'm being honest. The likes of Rashford, Maguire, our club captain, pains me to say it, Luke Shaw, Bruno, and quite frankly, CR7. Sorry, CR7 stands, but he's been awful the last few games, the last 2 months, if I'm being honest. he's not contributing much to the team if he's not scoring tap-ins or penalties, and he's just not up for it. His off-the-ball movement, especially in the box, is not what we've seen of him in the last 10 years. And his hold-up play is not there. His link-up play is yeah, and he's the least of our problems, if I'm being honest. Our players just aren't there, and don't seem up for it at the moment. Yeah, there are a few positives. Two players being Sancho and Pogba, who are looking lively and back to form. I think Sancho's starting to show why we signed him, and I think he's just going to get better and better. And anyone who out there who thinks we're a better team without Pogba is just delusional. If he leaves and we don't bring up someone that's of his quality, as his technical quality, yeah, I don't even want to think of it. And another positive is good old Ralph. Munir Ranić, I think I like his approach. He's blunt, he's straightforward, he gets to the point, and he's not there to deal with prima donnas of the players that we have at the club. And I like it. He's telling it how it is, and honestly, I'm at a stage where if you're not up to do anything possible to win football games for this club, then you don't deserve to wear the badge. And all the prima donnas should be shown the door, if I'm being honest, at the end of the season. Let's not go into names because swear words might follow. But yeah, and going back to there's a lot of chat about we would be in a better place if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was still at the helm, but I think we're seeing results of his tenure at the club now, because a lot of the argument against him while he was manager was what happens when individual brilliance doesn't win us football games, and I think that's what we're seeing at the moment. Individual brilliance is just not at the helm of football at the moment, and look what's happening. And I think if things continue as is, top four is going to be a frustrating and impossible task. And if we don't have Champions League football, how are we going to replace the likes of Pogba, Ronaldo, if he stays? And that's a big if, you know. But yeah, guys, maybe it'll get better. We don't know. Unlikely, but hope is always there. Guys, if you enjoy our content and this video, please don't forget to comment in the section below, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon, and thank you so much for your support.
Now on to Liverpool's game against Burnley on Sunday afternoon at Turf Moor. You just got to take it one game at a time. Focus on your game. Don't worry about what the others are doing. You know, every game is like a final. Cliche, cliche, cliche. But nothing cliche about Fabinho Tavares scoring the winner. It was a very tough game, to be honest, as you'd expect at Turf Moor. Conditions were terrible, windy as ever, rain there as well. To be honest, first 35 minutes, we played into Burnley's hands, long balls. They obviously won the long balls, you know, can't really go up against their defenders. We didn't actually play football, you know, keep the ball on the ground, play through the lines, etc., etc. Look, the goal from the set piece opportunity, it actually worked in our favor. I actually think the wind got an assist, because if you look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, when he placed the ball, then the wind actually blew it away out of the quadrant. He had to bring it back in, put it in. We managed to score from it. 11 goals from set pieces this season. So I think that's pretty good. The most other Premier League teams. Look, second half, I think it was more of the same as the first half, whereby we didn't actually play football again. Burnley did fashion a few chances. To be honest, Burnley had more clear-cut chances than Liverpool. Their finishing was just poor. I mean, they probably scored the least goals in the league, and you can actually see that by their finishing. And I don't understand what Firmino is doing on the pitch. I mean, it was great to have the AFCON boys back. You know, Salah, Mane, and Keita starting. That's fantastic. I expected Salah to start. Look, in the midfield, it's a toss-up between whoever's available, you know. I did not expect Mane to start. I actually thought it would have been better for him to come off the bench. He would have been hungrier, I think, and, you know, Jota could have just continued his form if he started the game instead. But Mane didn't really have many chances. He had that one opportunity, but look, I think he would have been better off the bench. But, I mean, Salah up against Eric Peters, he could do nothing against that Bali. I don't know what is he. I don't understand. Um, Back to Firmino. What is that man doing on the pitch? I mean, the best things that he did out of the whole game was header, a clear-cut opportunity over the post, albeit he was offside. The next thing, I saw some Brazilian magic. He takes on one player, he takes on another player, but he's running towards his own goal. I mean, you know, are you a defender or what are you? Uh, anyway, we got another victory, a clean sheet. Van Dijk loves clean sheets. And yeah, now on to the next game. Back to City. You know, we're playing catch up. So any slip up now would probably cement the title in City's favor. And on to other news. Manchester United drew again. And a shout out to Lorenzo Insigne for surpassing Diego Maradona's goal tally. Look, let's hope for his sake that he can bring the Scudetto back to Naples, you know, in honor for himself and, you know, Maradona, before he departs to the MLS.